seconds. 10 seconds.
10 seconds left before we start this match, guys. Looks like the shooters take this front 50, play a little bit more aggressive up the middle. Right here on the snake side. See him right there on the left-hand side of your screen. Got some movement coming up from that home bunker up to the tower. They've now filled both towers. DC Storm has taken the shooters move up. They've taken both of those wings in the center 50. DC Storm has the one on the Dorito side of the field. Shooters lose their D side wing. DC Storm has that snake corner, that tower filled, I don't know if he's out there on the D side.
No, DC Storm get ready to come through the middle and shoot the
comes.
player out for shooters. And he's going to keep coming, and he's going to be, he's going to trade, I think, with the center tower player.
I don't know.
And DC Storm's going to go ahead and take this point as shooters blows the horn.
Looked like he shot him right in the head as he came by there.
Whoop, a lot of,
1 minute.
that I am not quite sure. I'm not 100% where they were yesterday, but.
Oh, there's two DC Storms.
A lot of teams to keep track of, unfortunately.
Big weekend of paintball, especially for this open weekend here at NRPL.
Oh no, looks like he dropped his gun there at the start for Richmond Rejects. And Vendetta's going to go ahead and get shot off the break. And as the Snake 1 player gets shot, so does the Dorito 3 player. And Dorito's filling again. But Richmond Rejects is running through the middle here, and he's going to go ahead and get shot. So much going on right now, we can't even keep up. Everyone moving all over the field. Both these teams very aggressive.
Very aggressive coming out for this first point.
That's what we like to see. Give a little bit more of an action shots here.
We're going to jump over to the D side here for Virginia Vendetta. He's got that D2 filled and that D side tower filled. This, Richmond Rejects is bumping out now. They're a little more on the snake side. They've got that small Aztec filled right there in that back, that Dorito insert bunker. Jump here to the center cam.
Richmond Rejects getting up here in the Snake 3. He's going to be looking inside, see if he can catch this Dorito player. And looks like he's going to be able, no, he's going to miss him. He's going to bump one more time.
Oh, nope. The guy in the tower saw him.
And then the tower saw him, so now the tower's going to start putting some heat on this player. Actually, I don't think that the Snake player realizes that the tower, yeah, now he does.
Yeah, now he does.
Now he does.
Here, he's trying to get that bounce shot right there off that, that 50 Snake. You might be able to see it coming in here.
Yep, the Snake player here is going to need some support from his back player.
Oh, he's got him in there
and he's going to have him pinch him, and just like you need to, put him in and go, baby. He's now in their Snake.
Yes,
so,
sir.
Unfortunately, Vendetta not realizing that he's bumped up, not seen him yet.
He's looking for him
And this could definitely be a big play for Richmond Rejects if he's able to shoot him in the back. And very smartly, he's going to go behind that S1, so that way he can't even see him. He's still crawling, though.
We're going to jump to this away side D cam. He might actually be able to see him pop up here. He's on their side of the Snake coming. Oh, he bumped back to home. Oh, shoots him out right there. And he's up there in the D3. Got 2 on him. That was a great play by, I believe that was number 10. So that was a great play there.
That's sweet.
Yep, so I'm gonna...
Now, what do we got here? It looks like we have DC Storm on the left and we have shooters on the right. We're getting ready for the breakout right now. Looks like a conservative breakout. Oh, we might have a snake runner on shooters and on DC Storm. Looks like, nope, we got to stop off at the god in a corner.
Does the snake player for Storm have a lightning strike on his head?
He does. He does. That makes him faster, Henry. It's part of his.
Okay.
It's part of his thing.
Is that like a turbo?
Yes.
Okay.
All
So,
right.
Mike, let me ask you this. What were you doing with the A team to be successful on this field?
So the first thing we want to do, right, is we want to push the limits of what the burn capabilities are of the other team.
Okay.
If they can't dial in on these particular lanes, then we need to take advantage of that. We have a very elongated snake that has a lot of progressive bumping. The Dorito's been playing more like a hold side.
Okay.
But what we can do is, you know, we can create pressure on that snake, and then if we can trade the ball from the two sides and maybe attack up that middle and on the Dorito side, it's going to give it. The snake is basically, it's either a pressure position or it's a killing position, and it's all about how the team responds.
And it seemed like you had two guys consistently pushing the snake side every point.
That's correct. That's correct. We're placing a premium. We are ready to jump back and forth, but I don't think I'm giving up a secret sauce by telling people that.
Okay. Well, one of your old teams is out here too, and they're looking pretty sharp.
Yes, they are.
They got Derek Shank back in the mix, and I think we could potentially see a battle of the A teams in the finals, Mike.
I think we just got a major. That's a minor, but I think he was last body. Let's see what we have out there. That could be potential for a body down. No, we still got a player left on the Dorito sides. That player's been eliminated. So it looks like they did have enough to fulfill. That point's going to go to the shooters, Henry. And we're at 10 seconds. We got Vendetta on the left, Richmond Rejects on the right. Ready for the breakout here. Okay, it looks like we got a corner. Looks like we took double corner runners. And that's an elimination out of the corner for the Richmond Rejects. We're getting a check here up on the baby, which is the can on the snake side for Richmond Rejects. What are you seeing on the Vendetta side of things, Henry?
I saw the Vendetta player went to the Dorito 1 on the break, and it looks like he's taking the walk. You know, now they're secondarying up the center, mirroring.
Oh, we got a snake move.
They mirrored the Rejects in the center, so now they're all mirrored up in those wedges. 4-on-5 advantage for the Rejects, I believe.
I don't think, no. I think the Rejects lost a body. We might be 4-4, but what's interesting is Vendetta's gone ahead and taken that snake, and they do have a corner that's going to slow him down. The question is, does he stay on it? 4-on-4 for sure. We do have a confirm on 4-on-4. Oh, he gets a little too wily, and that's a big elimination, Henry.
Yep.
Because I don't think they have any support on that side.
Coming through, and did he shoot him?
That's a bad look. That's a bad look when that
know.
happens.
That's tough.
He's got to face his guys in the pits on that one.
I don't know about you, Mike, but if I'm making that move to the center to get torched, I'm definitely putting a ball on that guy regardless.
I'm taking the major.
Look at this. Look at this. They're in the same bunker, and he gets shot. He's going to shoot both of them. Oh, my God. He's going to get a major.
Pop top.
He's going to get a major. A major penalty.
Major. Oh, my goodness.
Got shot in the back and did not feel it.
Oh, it looks like, I believe that looks like Amir's assessing a penalty. It looks like it's going to be Richmond Rejects down one body.
Yep, and Amir is one of the fastest guns in the West for penalties, Mike.
No, I believe that. He's got his
not messing
hand
around.
on the red,
Yes.
baby. He's ready to go.
He's the quick draw champion at the NRXPL.
Bex. Right now up, we have shooters on your left if you're watching, and DC Storm on the right.
You know, that's a big name. Like, if you're going to have a team named Shooters, you need to be ripping.
No,
off
you
the
got to
break.
you got to rip.
You got to be ripping.
You got to be ripping. That's why, you know, one of my first teams was slightly vicious because we weren't quite fully vicious, right? You got to Diet Coke of viciousness.
I like that. I like that.
We had a long way to go.
Coke Zero of vicious.
Exactly
we're
right.
there, but we're not that sugar.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
I love
Almost. Just a corner, otherwise a pretty conservative breakout here for DC Storm, but they do get the snake player off of shooters, which is going to leave a hole on that side.
Which I think is coming from that snake side tower shooting, because, I mean, you can see it from this angle. That's a monster hole to get through.
Oh, that's two down. Now, if I was, so the babies go ahead launching up. Now, I think the DC Storm missed an opportunity. His corner
100%.
player should have gone on the inside, just dove right into the snake.
100%.
Now they...
That's the problem I've always noticed with divisional paintball. It's more reactionary instead of being proactive.
Right. No,
And they just got blown off the field.
I couldn't even finish the sentence.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, they are very excited about this.
They're like, get some, get some.
They are hyped up, friends.
So, Mike, let me ask you this. You're the owner of the Annapolis A-team, semi-pro team through the divisionals. How long have you been playing paintball?
20 years, I'm going to guess.
Oh, man. So
Which is dating myself, right? Pretty ferociously, but that's fine. I'm looking at myself on the screencast. I look great.
You're a beautiful individual.
I think so, too.
My mindset on this point would be I either want to win this point or I want to lose it quick. Right? So I would come out, 120% gas. Right? If we make the positions, I let the point play out. But if we get stuck in the back bunkers, don't shoot a guy off the break. With only 6 minutes left, I would probably concede this point pretty quick.
It's funny. We're like minds in that. Yep. I would attack, and if I drop a body or two real fast and don't get anybody, I'm just going to whistle 100%. It dead and save the time.
Because, this is an opportunity to punch.
Yes.
Right? You've already been punched, so it's time to punch back and see what happens, right? Because these guys are going to come out with the mindset, let's take 5 safe bunkers and see what happens.
Now, this is very interesting. They go with a very conservative breakout, different than what we would have done.
Well, they did shoot the Dorito guy.
They did.
So it is 4-on-4. They're calling for a check on the.
Oh my goodness! So we're seeing a change of.
Maybe we're wrong.
Clearly, I don't know very much about paintball.
Oh, and they lose a third body, Mike.
Oh my goodness! This is a hard point for them to bear. An interesting shift. Actually, that's one I would have made if he knew. As long as he knows that guy's on him, he wants to take that deeper lane, get a wrap around, and then he can dive into the snake.
Yep.
Oh, so look here. If you look at the screen right now, we've got 2 players. Okay, they're starting to split it. Before, they were both facing the same direction. They're doing it again.
Yep.
That's going to leave holes. They got to cover those zones. Much better. We've got the Dorito side player.
That was a great fill out by the Vendetta player, and he's going to come through and execute this guy. Oh, my God, that was a great move to recognize that guy moved out on.
Yes, I agree.
He's going to shoot him in the butt.
Oh, this guy wants it. Oh, did he get him?
They concede it. Maybe?
Oh, wow.
No,
that's the other field.
As he gets
there he goes.
Whoever is coaching Richmond Rejects, hit me up because I'm going to add you to the roster ASAP. Because you
shows what we know about paintball.
You obviously get it more than we do.
Right.
He said aggressive. Nah. We're just going to shoot 2 dudes on the break and win this point real quick.
Not doing it.
And, zone control at a divisional level, the biggest thing I can say, shoot your gun and load with your gun up. Don't put your gun down and load and drop the zone for 30 seconds and let somebody fill. Because we see it over and over and over again.
Completely agree. And we're off DC Storm and shooters head to head. All right, we've got, for the Storm, we've got Baby just diving into that God. They're playing some heads-up paintball. It seems to be paying off for them. Oh, that's a bold move. Did you see that cutover into the, I think, calling it the 20. He's clean. Or no, that's probably the 10 for most people. To build on the zones thing that Henry was saying, there's other ways to play it. If you're a divisional paintball and you're working on those primary jobs and you don't know that you have them all, you can also take half of the field, which is your enemy's side of the field, split it into 4 quadrants. And what I would say is always build off your front players. If your front players are inside, control that line. If they're outside, make sure no one's coming from the inside, right? We want to enable them to be highly effective in what they're doing.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, you realize it too. There's 4 zones on a field.
Right.
Right. For zone patrol, it's important to make sure all 4 zones are covered, regardless of how many people you have alive and what you're able to do, right?
Right.
Most of the time, one guy can cover 2 zones if it's the 2 center zones.
Yep.
Outside tapes can be controlled by the inside guys or the outside guys.
Yep.
But, it's crazy, Mike, because, you and I came up in an era of paintball, which is significantly different than what we see now. It was more of a punch and ask questions later. Now it seems like everybody is in the mentality of a defensive, 5-body alive mindset, where you and I, it was always let's risk a body to a 50 snake or a 50 Dorito on the break and see who can punch first and answer from it.
Oh, we got a penalty assessed. The shooters they got to do more shooting.
Yeah,
I don't know what else to say. They got to do more shooting. I think that
shooters got to shoot, Mike.
Shooters got to shoot. So now this guy, let's see if he can pull something out here. Let me stand up here to get a better assessment. Oh, so he's got some work on his hands. We've got at least 2 players alive. The good news is with the 3 players alive, we've got a back corner. So Henry, as I would see it, is if this back corner should be on the move.
Correct.
There's 1 player, and so he is creating risk for his team inadvertently.
Correct.
Now, they toweled it, but, If that was my guy, I'd be like, what are we doing? Okay, here we go. Richmond Rejects has just pulled out an incredible point. We've got Vendetta. Is that a snake runner we're seeing over there, or you think he's a corner runner?
Oh, he's busting to the snake.
Let's see. Yep, sure enough. Oh, he's very lucky. He pulled up on that very short.
Yeah. But I like how they changed it up. He went a deep route to the snake, and he was able to get around the reins where Rejects lost their wide guy on the snake side.
Yes, and see, he's capitalizing. This is how this should be played right now.
Ooh.
Oh, no, not there. Keep pushing it.
You know,
there you go.
I kind of like the snapshot, though.
You like that snap? You like that snap?
I mean, check out these angles right here. Shout out to all the guys in the snake that want to run and crawl. I'm too old for that shit. I'll be the guy on my feet.
All right. If I can't stand it, I'm not going.
Yep.
Oh, he's in a tough position right now. It's interesting. You know, what's funny is the Rejects guy has an inside track to take them both.
Oh, he's going to smoke this dude right here. Watch it.
Oh, here it comes.
And he missed.
Oh,
and
that's tough.
And he still missed.
That's
all right.
tough.
So my buddy on Vendetta, go home.
So everybody's on the outside. So he missed a couple opportunities, but I don't, you know, that's a tough decision to make.
But he's still in a great position, right? Because he's got the entire field to himself.
If
I would like to see the guy in the wedge behind him making a move.
Can I see the Rejects home?
Playing off of him a little bit, like this.
Okay,
right
all right.
And
so
he's going to wear that dude out. And he's potentially getting the whole entire team now because he's not shot and he's at their start box. The Vendetta player just went off and shot everybody.
All right, so we have a game on our hands. 3 minutes left, 2-2.
Going off.
Going off. They decided that they were very disappointed in themselves for that 4-on-5 point.
Yeah, I'd probably be a little pissed too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
As a coach, you know, like, you have no control over what happens after that 10 seconds goes off.
That's correct. And oh, here we go. And I will finish that thought in a minute here. Here we go. I don't see any snake runners. We were right.
We got the corner for Storm.
Oh, Storm just peels out a body, drops on the Doritos side. Looks like we're 5 alive for the shooters. They've been waiting for this look for a while. This guy's loader's down. He's having some kind of problem up here in the tall tower in the middle of the field. Looks like he's back up.
Sadly, Mike, I think he's just loading with his gun down.
Oh.
Hate to see it.
You hate to see it.
So Old Time says, Mike, you're still a baby. I agree. Yeah. Italians age differently, Mike. You're probably 21.
Easily.
Anti-dog years, sorry.
Anti-dog years. That's correct.
Oh, look at this Storm player going off.
I don't know if he got him clean, but...
I don't know if he got anybody. But
yeah, but that's all right.
Is that Storm? Or Shooters. That was Shooters. Shooters going to shoot.
Yep. That's what we'd expect from a team named the Shooters.
I mean, oh, man, look at this. They have no idea they're in the same bunker, and that's snake side wedge.
Yes.
East side wedge. Oh, he's going to shoot one. And he missed. And, oh, my God.
That was a trade. That was clean. I can't believe it, though, as much as you can't believe it.
I mean,
he's got to widen his field of vision, right? So that's training.
Yep.
That's training.
But Shooters are attacking the Dorito side after that move.
I like what this guy's doing right now.
Guy in the infamous jersey, not sure who he is, but he is going to town and getting shot. He shot the God, though, in the back. And I think the Shooters player has now died on the Dorito side, and they have confiscated his shooter. You think Shooters are shooting too fast now?
We'll find out in a second here.
Uh-oh. Michaela SuperRef.com has his CS2 Pro.
Uh-oh.
It might be he's riding a little dirty, maybe?
There's trouble in paradise. What are we?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, they're chronoing it. Oh, that's hot. I can hear that from here. That thing is ripping.
I'm going to say 10.5.
That thing's ripping. Where's the flag? Oh, they've confiscated the shooter. Can we get a ruling on that?
Can we get a rule?
Ask Kutchy.
Ask him.
The penalty, they did pull a gun. Unfortunately, it looks like the gun was shooting hot, as well as too fast. So that's a double no-no, unfortunately. You're supposed to be at 10.5, I think it is right now, or 10.2, one of those two. As well as you need to be under 300, and I believe it chronographed over that, as well as shooting fast. So right now they're looking up the rules, trying to figure out exactly how to assess a penalty and what penalty to assess, so that way we're doing it by the rules and not coming up with something on the fly, to be fair to everyone. So we're looking back into the rule book and trying to figure that out. So stay with us here in a second. All right, so just confirmed, looks like it's going to be a gross major. Also going to be a reverse point there. So unfortunately for them, shooting too high and shooting too fast is a no-go. Gun can't be used anymore in a match and should be a gross with possible suspension of the player. So I believe they just asked for the player's ID, and they are trying to determine what's going on with that. So trying to figure out of what's going on with there. No balls can change if eyes are off, or they change the balls intentionally. Yeah, so it's one of those two. We're not quite sure. So let's get back to this game, which is Richmond Rejects Vendetta 2-2. Which player was it? We are not quite sure at the moment. What is it? From the shooters? Okay. So from the shooters at the moment. So looks like we have Richmond Rejects going through the center. Going to go ahead and do a big move, bunkering out 2 players over here from Vendetta. 3 players left on Vendetta. Richmond Rejects in a great position here in the snake, Dorito corner, snake corner, as well as the left side center. So 4v3, actually 4v2 at the moment. Looks actually, ooh, 4v1 maybe. People just keep walking off from Vendetta. Looks like Vendetta's only 1 player left alive, unfortunately. And as soon as Richmond Rejects figure that out, I think they're going to go ahead and take that over and end this point here. So still looking to, looks like snake player's going to go ahead and put him in and move as well, going up to the 50 snake. Not quite sure what, if it was eyes off. Whoop, couldn't tell it. So it's like Vendetta's going to go ahead and take that one. Or sorry, Richmond Rejects, my apologies. Or was that Vendetta? You know, everyone fools and fiddles with their guns, so hopefully it wasn't intentional, but we're going to see here looters, or sorry, DC Storm on your left, shooters on your right, starting 2 down. So see if they can make something happen with 3 bodies. Hopefully no one else is shooting hot on their team.
I think they're all going to be turning their guns down.
Yeah, solid breakout right now. 3 alive right now for shooters. Definitely a clean breakout. Definitely going to need that, especially going up against 5 players from DC Storm.
It does take great refs down here to establish whether it was intentional or not.
Yeah, I mean, and that player over there for DC Storms, or I'm sorry, shooters, is going to go ahead and get shot 3 times in the leg. Actually, 2 of them are going to get shot. I'm waiting for the concede here. Actually, they probably may not, since it's going to be a mercy if they win this, which DC Storm looking pretty solid here. And they're going to go ahead and shoot that last guy out from shooters and go ahead and take that victory 5-1 over the shooters in this match.
60 seconds.
So, unfortunately, it's what happens when you don't play by the rules, whether it was intentional or not. Like I said, hopefully everything is not intentional, but mistakes do happen, and I guess we'll see how it plays out. Not sure if they're going to allow him to play the next, but I think they had a talk here. It looks like they gave him his ID back possibly. So
yeah, I do believe it was just for that match, which only happened to be 1
so
point.
Looks like that. Hopefully that got handled here correctly. Hopefully both teams are happy with that outcome, but looks like he's going to be hopefully able to play here the next match. Definitely stop the game. Very, very good team. The opposite team as well realized the situation, started calling out to his own players to stop shooting. So Vendetta here on our left, Richmond Rejects on our right. 1 point difference, minute 24 seconds left on the clock. See what's going to happen. This is Vendetta's chance right now to tie it up, and Vendetta already in the S3 knows that they need to get down that field quick, and he's going to look inside. Oh, and he's going to go ahead and get taken out, shot in the top of the head, unfortunately, but his teammates realize that and go ahead and push that center brick. Now, unfortunately, they don't have anybody wide on this snake side, so unless they start pushing the D or the center here.
60 seconds left in this match.
Unfortunately, they're just sitting still there, not really moving much. Vendetta, there you go, finally starting to take the move. and he's going to go ahead and take out a player as he gets taken out, but two of the Richmond Reject players from the center go out, and then another one walking off for Richmond Rejects. Looks like only 3 left here. Currently a D1, Snakeside Can, and the God Insert Bunker. 35 seconds left, 3 players left here for Vendetta. Plenty of time to make something happen, and they know they need to, and they're pushing to do so. 25 seconds left.
Checking him out in the
Ref
middle.
is all over player, able to keep playing though. Great reffing staff as well as player knowing that. And then Vendetta going ahead and making a huge move. He's going to go ahead and roll over. That player's going to get shot now. 1 player left for Richmond Rejects. 10 seconds left on the clock. 2 players left for Vendetta. I don't think they're going to hit the buzzer in time. Actually, I'm sorry, there's 2 players left for Richmond Rejects. 1 in the Dorito, and Vendetta is going to go ahead and unfortunately not able to close that point out. Great value, or a great effort from Vendetta trying to make something happen here, but it looks like Richmond Rejects are going to go ahead and take that win 3-2 over Vendetta.
Yeah, that was a good
very
point there.
exciting point.